Yo, let me set this camera down. Using my brother's phone again. This one not gonna go on TLC because I'm gonna cause more commotion and shit. It's gonna go on YouTube. But I wanna just talk more about my experience with the reptilians and shit. But I'm eating this soup. This veggie soup. Got my water on me. Got lemon water. But yeah, I've been getting back on the righteous path for the last 3 months now. I've been getting back on the righteous path, like really going hard with it since like September and like the end of September. I've been going hard with staying on the righteous path and meditating, deep meditation. Like earlier today, I meditated for like 5.5 hours straight. Then I got done like an hour ago probably, or an hour and a half ago. I probably meditated for a good 2.5 hours or 2 hours. But I've been let me see if I can see my energy in between my hands, or if the camera can pick it up. It should be able to. I wouldn't be surprised if it could pick up the energy in between my hands. Watch this. Oh shit. I think I see it, so or I'm just tripping. Look at the energy. See. Look at between my hands and see if you see energy. I'm gonna do it for like a good minute, and then I'm gonna start talking. I feel a little uncomfortable because I'm in this weird looking feeling chair. Tried to throw it at the phone and see what it would do. My fault. That was longer than a minute. But yeah, with these reptilians and all, I told you like I was fighting one that well, basically like it was a guy, but like he could turn into this kind of reptilian where it's like it's all black. It's all black, and it's like and it's tall, like about like 7 feet tall, and but it's like his arms. He can make his arms get longer, I guess you could say. But it's like it's weird. He a reptilian, but it's like he looked like a humanoid penguin almost. Like that shit is weird. Like his arms, he got like wings where for his arms. He got arms, but it's like connected with wings, and it's like a chicken almost or a penguin. Like he like when he run, it's like that. I remember the first time I seen him transform into that shit. I was like, oh shit, that shit look weird and a little scary, but I know it's no fear, man. But in the other timeline, well, let me say this first. There's some lady that do Reiki around where I stay at, and this how I know I'm not making this up, or it's not just my imagination or whatever, because the girl that do Reiki that I was thinking about going to learn how I feel my energy better, she said, when she was younger, she did boxing with her dad, and she said she was in the military for 15 years. But in the other timeline, I remember I went and I met with the Reiki teacher, and I know it's gonna sound kind of funny, like me and her, like we got into a fist fight because in the other timeline I had like a behavior problem. I mean, I still kind of do got an anger problem a little bit, but I can control it a lot more now. But it's like I had a behavior problem in the other timeline, and me and her ended up getting into it, and she dead ass like dropped me like on some like Rocky Balboa shit, like dropped me and started. Then I tried to come at her some more, and she started kneeing me. So it's like I have that memory. I had that memory of her, memory of that, and then I called her on the phone, and I was like, when I was talking to her on the phone, I was like, "Yo, what you did you do boxing before when you was younger?" And she was like, "Yeah, she used to box for." That's when she told me she used to box for her dad, and she was in the military. You get it? And she know about other timelines herself too. She said she calls it being resetted into another timeline last year, and I got quote unquote reset it into another timeline last year too. Hold on. Uh, I got reset it into another timeline last year too. From the timeline I'm telling you about to this one. But it's like what she said, like it's like a subtle changes. It don't happen all at once. It's just like subtle changes. But for me, I remember it kind of had maybe my memory is a little fucked up on that, but it probably did happen subtlety with me too. But I do remember it happening like in another way, like on some movie type shit, like in a like this scene all white, and then like I remember waking up on my bed, and then that's when I think I remember that's when I got transferred into this timeline, I think, because I went downstairs and I was trying to talk to my mom and dad, my parents about it. They couldn't remember nothing about it, so I mean, I think that's when I got transferred into this timeline. But in the other, and also the girl, the Reiki lady, she said that in the other timeline where she's from, it's just like this timeline, like how it was with me. The other timeline where I'm from is just like this timeline. It's just that certain things happen in a different way. But she said, the lady said that in the other timeline, there was a Wawa like near the bridge around where we a certain bridge around where we stay. And in this timeline, it wasn't that Wawa wasn't at that bridge where it was supposed to be until a couple months later it got built. And then she said her someone, a friend of hers or something like that, had a tumor or a miscarriage or some shit like, yeah, had a miscarriage in the other timeline at the hospital, but in this timeline it was just like some kind of like uh not pus, but something like something that don't belong in the stomach that was in her stomach, but it wasn't like it wasn't a miscarriage. It was just something in the stomach that didn't belong in the stomach, and the doctors took it up. Shit like that. But that's what she said though. So like that's all I know is more confirmation that this timeline stuff is real. Different timelines and shit is real. So just like Trunks off of Dragon Ball Z, like that's how I am, and that's how other people is. Like it's real. You can get shifted into another timeline. This shit is real. My eyes keep watering. I'm trying to find out what else I was trying to say. Mm, yeah, I don't know if Aquarius Sun Bay and 13 Sun, like I really want these two people to watch this video, because I told you I had a behavior problem in the other timeline. I was fucking up, and it got to the point where Aquarius Sun, like believe it or not, like Aquarius Sun, Hazel, Hazel, and Kamamu, all three of them, and the 13th Son came like they could, yeah, they could teleport, like, or whatever you want to call it, jumping or whatever, they could teleport. But they all came to my house and was trying to get me righteous, because I was like just I was going lawless, like I was just going crazy in the other timeline, picking fights with people for no reason, you know, acting a little gay. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like crazy shit. Like I was off the chain, and they was trying to get me right. And I remember I got on every single last one of their nerves. They was trying to help me. They was gonna show me how to do the energy work and all that. And what I was gonna say? Yeah, yeah, they got abilities, and they know how to fight good too. Aquarius and 13 Sun, they know how to fight real good. 13 Sun know how to box real good. He do too. Cause I mean, you know, no disrespect to him or nothing, but believe it or not, in the other timeline, me and him fought too. I like this. I vividly remember, but real clear vision that he was in my kitchen, and we got into it, and he dropped me. Like no question about it. Like he dropped me. This was in the other timeline though. Remember, cause I was disrespecting him. And he know how to box. He know how to box. He know how to box. And Aquarius Sun, and 13 Sun, I think too. In the other timeline, they went I know this going like I know all this shit gonna sound hard to believe to some of y'all, but yeah, they turned to the they went Naga, like what do you call it, Naga mode or whatever, the Naga serpent, or they turned to it on me. It looked like a big ass giant serpent, like not just a regular snake, but a big ass black or dark skinned, well, it's like black. It's just all black serpent. Cause I made him mad. I made both of them mad. I made both of them mad because I kept doing stupid shit, trying to pick a fight. I don't. I told you I was just, I was off the chain. I was doing stupid shit like getting up in his face, pushing him, shoving him. I don't even know if they remember it. I mean, I know they dimensional, but they probably won't even remember it unless they really sit down and meditate on one of the other timelines. Cause I distinctly remember this was like disrespecting Kamamu and 13 Sun and Aquarius Sun and Hazel, and they all, like, believe me, jumped on me, like put me in my place real quick. They real. They real. And you know what else I remember? They really can do the energy, like what I was just doing on the camera. They could do it to the point where it's like on some Dragon Ball Z shit. Like they could make an energy ball in the Aquarius Sun, and Hazel could do it. They did it in the other timeline. They can make an energy ball in their hand and make it visible to the point where it look like it's like a little mini sun they hold in their hand. So like they can make their ball like they energy ball on some Dragon Ball Z shit and they like burn and demon up or whatever. Like they can do that. I'm trying to get to that point. It's gonna take a while though to generate that much energy, I guess. But they can do that because they did that in the other timelines too. But I also remember, yeah, like when I say I've been through hell and back. Like I literally been through hell and back, literally. So I told you they was uh the guy that I know that the guy that I was dealing with that was a reptilian, like him and basically one of his disciples. Like I ain't gonna say her name, but they was like, I ain't gonna say none of their name, but they was just like straight up like torturing me. Like it was crazy. Like watching me eat, sleep, and shit. Like like on some boot camp type shit. But they was like really on my ass. Um, what I was gonna say too. Um, yeah, yeah, it is. It's important to say your parallels. Like the one lady commented under the comments. I'm gonna make sure I say my parallels, man. I'm gonna really make sure I do. Cause yeah, like I basically got my soul judged in the other timeline. I'm telling you, when I say a lot of crazy shit happened, I mean like a lot of crazy ass shit happened in the other timeline. Cause I tried to go against the 13th son and literally fight him more than once when he was staying in the house trying to help me. And they got and I distinctly remember like he like like took me out, but like righteously because I kept coming at him. He like took me out, and he was about to like judge my soul. He was going to judge like I think he did, and I don't know, I don't remember. See, I don't remember everything, but I remember he sent me somewhere, some kind of like punishment or whatever, some kind of other dimension for punishment or whatever for a certain period of time, and then I came back, but it wasn't for that long. But he sent me to a certain, so I guess a certain dimension or whatever for punishment. But like I know it sounds like kind of hard to believe, even for some people that's in TLC, it might be hard for them to believe it or whatever. Might think I'm making it up, but no, like I distinctly remember this, like distinctively. But I want to learn how to I'm trying to learn how to harness my energy more for for self defense purposes. For self defense purposes, because I want to learn how to get my energy. But like, if anyone knows how to put this under the comments, or if 13 Sun or Aquarius Sunday, if y'all watching this video, one of y'all please show me how do you make an energy ball so and generate enough power in the energy ball to the point where you could throw it at someone and you push them back, or you throw it at a demon and you burn them. Like how do you make that much energy come inside your energy ball? You know what I mean? How do you generate enough energy inside your energy ball to the point where it's strong enough to push somebody back if you had to out of self defense or burn someone or whatever? I want to know that. So anyone that know how to do that, like I ask, like for your help. I ask for your help. Um, Thinking about giving my phone number out on here too. Yeah, I know you gotta be careful with YouTube and all. People might call you and shit, but I really don't care. But cause like if anyone is interested in talking with me, like I probably will do that. Like just put my phone number on, like under the put my phone number under the description or whatever. I'm thinking start to say it now. What else I want to say? Um, I'm starting to get tired. Yeah, I'm trying to see what else I wanted to say. I can't remember what else I wanted to say. Yeah, in 2020, right around the corner. So I know I gotta get myself right all the way. I stopped smoking weed. I'm trying to go to the military anyway, but trying to join the army. But you know, um, um, yeah, smoking weed not good for you. So I stopped that. I stopped that. It's been a couple of months since I smoked. Um, what else? Um, oh, that national. Has anyone heard of that? They got. I mean, I don't really watch TV or nothing either. But I was just in the store and I was getting myself a falafel and I there's TVs in the stores I happen to like overlook and I look up at the TV and I see like they saying by 2020 now, by 2020 everyone gotta have a national ID card and it's gonna replace social security cards. It's gonna be like some kind of chip. It's gonna be like a RFID chip inside of this national ID card, and I mean that sounds like to me like the mark of the beast. And other people are saying that's what it really is. But it's not like a RFID chip that go in your skin, even though they got those probably too already. But they just not making it publicly known. It's not a RFID chip that go in your skin. It's like a RFID chip that go on a national ID card. So it's like shit is crazy. By 2020, everyone gonna have one. And even if that shit don't go in your skin, it's like it can still probably try to control you or whatever if your vibration is low. They could fuck with you. They could try and make it give off a certain vibe, hum or whatever. So it's like, or energy. So it's so like it can control you or make you shoot or kill someone out of nowhere. Yeah. So I probably wouldn't want to get it. I know in the military they probably might make me try and get it after a while, but shit. I'm gonna try not to get that shit. No, I ain't gonna try not. I'm not gonna get that shit. um, and I was practicing too, sensing energies today more, like more with my aura and more. I'm starting to get better at sensing energy with my aura. It's not that hard. All you do is just pay attention to the way that you feel. You pay attention to the way that you feel, and then you will naturally start to sense like something else, like energy, like of a music that you listening to, or energy of a person that's near you, or something that's near you, or the energy in the room. You just gotta make sure your energy is high enough to do it before you try to do it. Because if you try to do it with low energy, you might not be able to feel it that good. You might not be able to feel it at all. That's why I always meditate before I do energy sensing. But telepathy, I gotta work on that. Like I haven't done that in a while, but I'm holding back on it. But I want to get good at that too, cause I know what telepathy is, and I've used it before. Like, you ever seen that scene on Dragon Ball Z where King Kai, where Goku put his hand on King Kai back, and he talking to the people, the Z fighters back on Earth, and it's like they can hear him like he talking out his mouth. That's how telepathy really is. Like, once it get activated all the way, I guess. Cause I tried it with my brother, and like it don't feel like that with my brother, and it don't sound like he talking out his mouth, like, you know what I mean. It's like just this thoughts, but it's like a lot of times me and him didn't even get it right, like we didn't receive each other's thoughts, or someone didn't send the right way or whatever, but it just was like regular thoughts. But remember I told you the reptilian I was dealing with. Now him, you ever see the movie The Knowing? It's like you know, like how the aliens in the movie, the knowing was, they was they was the aliens in the movie, the knowing, they was like real telepathic, and they was talking to the little kids, remember? So it's like it sounded like to them they was like talking out loud. I don't know if they showed they like made their voice known in the movie, heard it or whatever. I think they did, but it was like whispers, but it ain't no whispers. It's like it sound like they talking out loud when someone's talking to you through telepathy. But um yeah, when that reptilian did it to me, it was like the boy that's a reptilian, when he was talking with me through telepathy, he does that to people too. Like it's like his mouth was shut closed, but it sounded like he was talking out his mouth loud to me. And it was like his energy was so strong, even though it's bad or dark or whatever, that he automatically could connect with my mind and form some kind of like link between me and him. So that way, even though I don't really know how to do telepathy right like that, his energy is so strong, it just automatically like forms a link between me and him. So it's like I can automatically just easily send thoughts back at him. And I was talking with him through telepathy before. And we was actually like talking shit through each other. We was actually talking shit to each other like through telepathy. He was like he called me a he called me a bitch, and and I just started saying shit back in my head through the telepathy. It's kind funny, but real shit we was doing. Um, but yeah, the energy work, meditation practices, and mm, I don't want this video to get too long. Let me um, I don't even know if I can switch the camera to the other side. Shit, hold up. Um, yeah, I don't I guess that's all I got to say for now. Like, but it's mainly um, yeah, I'll give out my phone number now. It's that's how real I am. It's 215-880-0420. 215-880-0420. Um, so anyone that's interested in talking, about I want to learn, like I want to know, like, if anyone else is interested in, or does anyone know how to make energy balls or real good to the point where they know how to project it at someone and push someone back, or do they know how to harness their energy to like make themselves stronger, or to like put a protection around them. I want to know. So just anyone that's in their right mind, or that's got a good head on their shoulders, just hit me up and contact me. Well, all right then. Peace.